Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to stop rushing around with your hair on fire. I'm Missy Hughes. I'm a productivity coach, and I teach you how to love the moments of your day along the way to loving the life that you create. So use the link in the comments to sign up for your free consultation to find out how you can start focusing on the moments that you want to love. So, when we're rushing around, there are there are several things that get us to the point of like, gotta go. And a lot of it is sort of losing track of time. So there are three different ways. This is certainly not complete, but three common ways of losing track of time. One is that you just get lost in it. You're just so immersed in whatever you're doing, and time is it's not in the picture. It's kind of a wonderful way to love your moments, unless it leads you to feeling like, oh, I did it again. I got lost in it. Oh my goodness, I can never keep track of time. And now I'm rushed, and now I'm behind, and now I don't like where I am because I got lost in it. The second way we do it is we're sort of distracted. It's like the bouncy ball. You're like, I'm on the way here, but bing, ding, 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 all these things get in my way. And I'm distracted by all the different bouncy balls. And all of a sudden, I'm like following this bouncy ball, and then I'm lost in it. And then I lose track of time. And then I'm rushing around and I'm late. So then a third kind, and this is the one that I fall into most often, which is I have a friend who calls it trying to earn your way into heaven, trying to do as many tasks as you can to make yourself worthy and get it all done and do all the things. You're like, I gotta be the person who's done all the things, right? And if I've got a really productive day, then I get to feel really great. So, but for that person, you're like, oh, I've got time for one thing, but let me just get one more and one more and one more and one more in there. And so, if you have time for one thing, you're sure cramming three things in there before you got to go. And then you're like, oh, I'm late and I'm rushing again. I'm rushing, rushing, rushing. So, the problem with all three of these is that moment of, I'm late. I've got to rush. I'm behind. I got to go. I don't have enough time. So I got to hurry. And that feels terrible. The problem with all three of those is just doesn't feel good. It's not, it's not peaceful. There are all these feelings of feeling rushed and anxious and hurried and pressured, and all of these feelings just they that may be what you feel. It's just not an emotion, it's just a sound. But what happens when we're in those emotions is we get clumsy, we run into things, we drop things, we spill things. We're short with the people around us. We're like, God, we're yelling at this person to hurry up, and we're honking at that car to get out of our way. And we lose a sense of presence of where we are, and we lose a sense of peace. Like there's nothing peaceful when you're rushing around. There's nothing peaceful when you're in a hurry. You're not taking in the things that you love, like flowers or laughter or whatever. Sometimes it can be funny, but for the most part, when you're feeling rushed, you're not noticing anything around you. And so not only do you have this feeling of anxiety, but you also have this sense of like missing out on enjoying where you are, or even just being aware of where you are. Now, I can teach you tips, right? I can give you tips of what to do. Okay, you can look at your schedule in the morning so you know what's ahead of you. You can plan for breaks so that you have wiggle room and you're not in a hurry. You can add 15 minutes to your leave time, even if you're going next door, so that you give yourself that buffer and you can be calm. But in all of those tips, which I mean, I'm going to tell you, those are good ones. But are you going to do them? any habit that you practice, you have to get in the habit of it before it starts to like change your way, right? You have to kind of get into repetition before you're really sold on them. So what I want to do with you is I want to go a little bit deeper. I want to go deeper than the habit. I don't want to just look at the action that you're going to do. I want to look at what's happening before the action, before you get into the feeling of rushed, before where you're in those thoughts. So if you're rushing around, you're most likely also practicing a couple of thoughts like, I'm behind. Except you don't say it like that. You're like, ah. Or you might say, I don't have time. That might be you flip-flop between I'm so tired and I don't have time, right? Those kind of things are like these thoughts on repeat. Oh, it'd be nice to do that, but I don't have time. Oh, it'd be nice to do that, but I'm so tired. Oh, it'd be nice to do that, but I can't. I don't have time. Oh, and you just ping pong back between I don't have time and I'm so tired, right? Because rushing around gives you that adrenaline surge and it is kind of exhausting. Another thought you might ping pong around is there aren't enough hours in the day. I don't have enough hours in the day. If only I had another hour, if only I had another week or day in the week, if only I had a little bit more time. The problem with all of these thoughts is their focus is all on something you're missing. I don't have. You're focusing on the not having. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm behind. I have to catch up, right? There's a sense of not having what you need. There's a sense of being doomed from the start. If I don't have what I need, how can I build this life that I love? How can I build this day that I love? How can I relax and enjoy it all? I don't have the basic building blocks that I need. So when you come at it from behind already, no matter how you start, you're like, the alarm went off and I got up, but I still don't have what I need. And so I'm still going to be missing that piece, right? So that sense of doom from the beginning can be really meaningful and it can set the tone for your day, it can set the tone for your week. If you're always behind, you're always behind. Then you never feel like you can get to a point of relaxing into it to to be able to catch up, to make that the new normal. So I want to give you something deeper than the tasks that allow you to go into the tasks with a more valuable thought, a better focus of where you want to be. So if I'm like I don't have enough time and I'm focusing on not having the time, I want to go sort of in a different frame and say I have all the time that I need for the things that are important to me. Now, does that mean I have all the time that I need for all the things in the world? No, it doesn't. There are always going to be too many emails for you to actually intentionally read all the emails, right? There are always going to be another corner to clean. There's always going to be another pair of eyes to greet in the world, right? People are always moving through. Oh, I'd love to get to know that person. I'd love to see what that person's about. I'd love to ask that person a question, right? Are you ever going to be able to ask all of your questions? No. There will always be more, but I always have the time that I need for what is meaningful to me. So on some days, it's going to be cleaning the corners. Not often. The corners aren't often. But some days, it's going to be meeting the people. Some days, it's going to be doing errands. So it doesn't have to be the same thing all the time, But when you go with the overall thought, I have all the time that I need to do what's meaningful to me. Then you get into what is meaningful to me. Then you can start looking at, well, what am I doing in my day? Does it give me value? Do I like pick up my phone and I'm looking at it and at the end of it, I go, ah, or am I like, yes, that really pumped me up. Let's go. Right? What is meaningful? And you can give it kind of that yes or no. You look at each thing that you're doing and you're like, was that a yes or was that a ugh? You can start to find the things that are meaningful to you. So, the second thought that I want to offer you is I connect to what's important to me by looking at my day and finding it. So if you're looking at your day and you're like, I don't know what's important to me, then look at the things on your schedule and are you dreading them or are you looking forward to them? Even if it's a task you don't like, is it taking you something towards something that you want in your life? Or is it just like the grind? So when you're looking ahead and you're just taking a peek, I just want to look at my life and see what's in there. It's like a box, like a grab bag. You're like, what's in there? You're like digging around, pulling some things out, having a look at them, right? The third thought that I want to offer you is I think of me, the person that I'm going to be when I'm doing the things. So if I'm looking ahead, I'm going to look at me in 5 minutes, in 5 hours, in 5 days, and I'm going to set her up for success. So going back through those things, I have all the time that I need to do the things that are meaningful to me. I take a look at my day and find the things that are meaningful to me. If I don't know that already, I just take a look at my day and say, yes, meaningful. No, how can I get rid of that? Yes, meaningful. How can I get more of that? And then I want to look at me and start thinking about my future self, connecting with her like, ooh, how would she like to experience this? Would she like to experience it with her hair on fire, screaming in on two wheels? Or would she like to experiencing it like rolling in, fresh shower, feeling good, feeling confident, feeling ready, feeling connected to what I'm about to do? That gives a sense of peace. That gives a sense of presence, of being in it. And when you're in it is when you get to really enjoy it. Imagine yourself and you're like, okay, I've got all these things that are really meaningful to me and I'm going to get them all done. And you're like, okay, I'm going to go see my grandmother whom I really love. And I've got like 37 seconds with her before I've got to go and do this other thing. I've got this meeting for this job that's really important to me, and I've got 48 minutes there, but then I'm going to be screaming out of there. And, it's like if you don't have time to be present in it, can you shrink some things around and arrange so that you can be present? Can you set yourself up? Like if I have something, a really meaningful presentation, and I know I'm going to want to like decompress after, I'm going to not pack something right after it. I want to be able to see my grandmother for longer than 37 seconds. I want to be able to maybe go overtime with her if I need to. So I'm going to give some fluff room so that I can really connect to this person, right? So I gave you some tasks kind of quickly, but more importantly, I gave you some thoughts. And what I want you to think about is just to chew on them. See what they taste like. See how they feel as they roam around your mind. I've got this thought. I have all the time that I need for what's important to me. I can look at my day and find the things that are important to me. I can pull them out of the bag and say, this is important. I can make decisions ahead of time that set me up for success when I'm going to be doing those important things. And you can get creative with those. What are the things that might set you up for success? Well, maybe I want to make sure I'm not hungry when I'm in the presentation so that I don't get lightheaded. Maybe when I go to see my grandmother, I want to take her a flower from the garden. Maybe, what are these little things that's one of the ones that used to always get me. I'd be like, if I were a thoughtful person, I would have brought this person flowers. And I'm like, wait a minute, I am a thoughtful person. I am thinking about bringing the person flowers. That is the thought that I am full of in this moment. But I wasn't giving myself time to ever act on my thoughtfulness and to be able to gift that and feel good about gift it to me, feeling good about gifting someone else something thoughtful. So when you start giving to you that time to just be connected to what's important to you, the world opens and you get to be the person that you want to be. So subscribe to this channel so you get a notification every week when I upload a new video, and go and practice those thoughts. Try them on, give them a whirl, see how they taste, and see what comes up for you. I'll see you next week.